days left.
Oh my gosh.
Until the trip.
Oh my gosh.
How excited are you about it?
I am so excited to go to Pasadena. 79 days? Oh my gosh. That seems so short. Like, I remember when they first told us, and like I started a countdown on my phone, and like since then I deleted the app, but like, oh my gosh, 79 days. I better start packing now. I am just, wow, that makes it so much more real. Like, we were just talking in the odd lobby, and we're like, hey, we're going to Disney together, we're going to California together, we're gonna be on like a plane together. Like, it's the ultimate bonding experience, so yeah, better start packing.
I didn't do the math to realize that it's 79 days away. And now that you've put that in my head, I just have this big smile on my face now, because I'm just thinking we're almost there. We're coming up real fast, and I don't even know how to put it into words. It's something that I can't even prepare for until we're gonna be there. I'm just thinking about it. It makes me all bubbly inside. It's just such a good feeling just to know that we were the ones. We were the ones that got chosen to do this, and it's hard to believe still that we're the ones that out of all of these bands, we get to be chosen, or we're something that gets to be a part of this so special. And has me just, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's hard. It's definitely something though.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're here to help guide you towards something that we hope in the end of a few weeks you feel really good about, but we're not your buddies. We're the people responsible for your lives and the experience you're gonna have. That doesn't mean we won't be your friend one day. It's just not today, not this week, not this season, not while you're in high school. Mr. Barnish references this a lot. Really smart people plan for the long game. You show up today for something in November, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of maturity, and a lot of understanding that we're all here for a reason that we're gonna forget about at least 100 times. When we're hot, we're sweaty, somebody broke up with us. So when you get to that place, freshmen especially, when you get to that place where you're feeling like, oh, I'm not sure what I got into, I promise you, the first show we step into, even the community night in August, the payoff gets to be pretty big. And then it's over and it sucks again, right? I mean, it's what happens. Those moments are coming. They're not coming this week probably as much as you'd like them to. There may be one or two, but they come in droves if we persevere and get through the end of the season. But it doesn't happen unless you work today like the payoff is today. Take care of each other, be kind. If you need help, ask for it, and have a great camp. Let's go.
As a teacher, intrinsic motivation is probably all we have, to be honest with you. There's not a lot of external motivation. So what drives me with marching band is from my personal experience in marching band. It is uniquely the one activity that draws physicalness, emotion, performance, and marching band has a unique way of bringing the meaning you can get out of doing something that's an art. That's what motivates me, is knowing some kid like me is going to get something out of it. that is important for how they're going to be down the road. Ultimately, that's all that matters. If they show up and turn into better people than when we had them to start with because of something we did, great. That's the goal.
I think I've definitely not only grown as a musician, but like as a person. Like band teaches you hard work, it teaches you dedication. I think band really teaches you how to become a fully rounded person that can function and like go on to bigger things.
Concert F. On your notes.
So I decided to join the band probably the first time my mom took me to a marching band show. The loud sounds, just watching how cool everybody looked, how entertaining.
I think marching band has been everything I've wanted and more. It's a wonderful experience to learn drill and to keep seeing how your show is going to develop every single time we learn a new dot. But I mean, at times it could be kind of like, oh my gosh, why am I here? I'm in the hot sun. My water's running out. I kind of just want to be home watching Netflix or something, but I think it's just really fun in general. So.
I think it's more mental and emotional dedication. It's like you have to be completely driven to like just perform and practice and just keep going even when you're being told it's not perfect. And if people push through like the mental like wall of I'm not good enough or I'm never gonna get there, they succeed so well at marching band just because it's so hard on like your emotions and your mental space more than your body.
The Rose Bowl is going to be an amazing experience for my senior year. It's my last run with this band with all these people that I've met and I've spent 4 years of my life with for some of them. And it's going to be a little sad. It's going to be very bittersweet, but it's going to be the greatest last hurrah that I could ever ask for.
This is everything that I've wanted. When we joined freshman year, I wanted nothing more than a marching band trip. I was like, okay, we'll get good grades in high school and whatever else, but this is what I want. I want a marching band trip, and I want to do it with all my friends, and I want to do it senior year, and I want to do some cool big parade thing, but I didn't think it would actually happen. And so to actually have all of that just like ticked off the list is amazing.
Honestly, when I found out that I was going to the Rose Bowl, I had no idea what the Rose Bowl was. I was totally out of touch. I was like, wait a minute, what's the Rose Bowl? And then I learned about what it was, and I was like, we're going to be marching that? Such a crazy, mind-blowing thing.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening to you all. I bring you greetings from Pasadena, California, and our 935 volunteers. I welcome you to the Tournament of Roses family. That's why I'm here, to officially invite you, and we are really looking forward to you to coming to California. This is the official flag that you guys will be able to hold for the whole year, and you'll keep it, but I want to present it to you as drum majors.
My great-grandfather, he marched in the Rose Bowl a few times, so for me it's kind of like being able to connect with my past family members, and I think there's no words to describe how exhilarated I am.
All right, next coming before our NBC cameras, Director Randolph F. Comer leads the 187 members of the top-ranked Lincoln Way Community High School Knights Marching Band from New Lenox, Illinois.
So there are several students in the 2019 Lincoln Way Marching Band that have parents that marched in the parade in 1982. What comes to mind when you hear that?
That I'm really old and that they're really old, and it's also extremely gratifying because it means that they must have had a good, positive experience in their lives. Like I say, it's gratifying to know that they would encourage their children to participate because it means that they got some lasting benefit, or they believe they did, out of the band experience. I just love it. It just makes you very, very proud of what you did.
Oh, our family cried. The moment she walked out of the auditorium at Lincoln Way Central with the red rose in her hand, I literally sobbed. Never in my life did I dream that she would have the same opportunity that I had as a high schooler, so we're pretty thrilled.
What I hope to remember is the students had an incredible experience. And I hope that when we are marching through Pasadena, for me, the thing I remember is just that feeling of happiness and joy that the students achieved something truly special and that they've worked hard throughout the whole year to be where they are and to achieve what they've achieved.
Being selected, I think that the kids had a pretty good understanding before they went of how important it was. They're representing their families, they're representing the school, they're representing music. But it's not until you actually see Southern California in the middle of winter, experience the grandeur of the Rose Parade and the whole Rose experience, guaranteed that the 2018 marching season ending in the 2019 Rose Parade is going to be something that they'll remember forever.
To be honest with you, I just want the kids to have memorable experiences. They can look back even at this documentary and say, hey, you know, we did this. This was fantastic. These are life memories. I just hope they all take away the love of what they did and can pass it along.
I think everyone's coming together really nicely for the Rose Bowl, and we're all working towards this big goal. I mean, I've got my California shirt on. We're going down as a big group of friends. We're all trying to do something great, and it's really cool.
I think preparations are going all right because we've kind of kicked it into gear and we're going a little bit faster pace than we normally would. It's all just a different experience this year, how we do things and everything.
I think preparations for the Rose Bowl are going really well. We've mostly been working on the parade routines for a while, so we've gotten those down pretty solid. So it's going to be really cool to be able to go down in December.
I'm like super duper like, dude, this is awesome. I bragged to like my grandparents, all my friends. I'm like, you have no idea. Like, I come from a small town where we do nothing. I have one stoplight. It is very boring. I do not travel. And so to be going to California with some of my closest friends is so amazing to me. And it's around like New Year's, just so much hype up to it. And I'm just so excited that I can be able, plus, you know, I love the camera. So I'm TV ready for the Rose Bowl.
The next 24 hours or so are gonna be pretty hectic and pretty awesome. To just take a second at some point and just like appreciate where you're at and what you're doing, because not many people get to do what you're about to do tomorrow, and it's pretty special.
For Lincoln Way to be part of our 2019 New Year's Day parade, it's an honor and a privilege because we only take the cream of the crop. We only take the best in the nation. And plus, they met our theme, the melody of life, which is the music, which is universal. It's almost like a bragging right. Hey, you got to march in Macy's, I got to march in Tournament of Roses. Had to throw that little dig in there.
After only being in the band for 1 year, it was a giant shock. Like, I never imagined it. My dream was attending a Rose Bowl parade, but now I get to be in one, and it's the most exciting thing. Like, being in that auditorium and hearing that announcement was pure ecstasy. Everyone's screaming and yelling. I even like jumped up and screamed. Almost cried. Glad I didn't cry, but awesomeness, surreal.
Oh, it's so crazy. It's like the craziest feeling in the world, but it's so good. Because like freshman year, I never thought that I would be so involved and that we would be able to accomplish something so big. And it's so exciting, and I'm really excited to go to Pasadena.
We're about to go to California safely on a large airplane and perform in the Rose Parade.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
much fun here in California. Tomorrow we're marching the Rose Bowl. Yay! We're so excited.
Bob Rogers Travel has us going everywhere. One minute we were in Chicago, the next minute we're walking down Santa Monica Pier, enjoying good food and seeing the Pacific Ocean. Got a guided tour of Hollywood, which was really cool to see. We went and saw Madame Tussauds Hollywood, which is a wax figure museum, and we saw a whole lot there. We had the whole day in Disney where we got to see so many different things going on. Tomorrow we have Knott's Berry Farm. Everything's happening so fast, but it's still such an enjoyable experience because you get to see so much that you would have never thought you would have been.
Disney Performing Arts presents a special guest performing room, a participant in the 2019 Rose Parade, the Lincoln Way Marching Band from Frankfort, Illinois, under the direction of Dr. Bert Johnson, Chris Mrazek, Justin Varnish, and Carrie Ruckley. Let's give them a warm welcome.
One thing that I'm gonna remember from this trip, running around my hotel room the morning before we went to Disney, and we were blasting Disney songs from my friend's speaker, and we were just doing our hair, and we were having fake microphones, and we were just singing, and it was the most pure experience I've had in a while. It was just so fun, and everything just felt right in that moment. And I will forever in my life try to reach that high again of just singing Disney songs in my hotel room with some of my closest friends.
I'm not gonna lie, being out here from 8 in the morning to 6 at night takes a lot out of you. It's really easy to get down on yourself and feel like what you're doing isn't worth it. Then when you realize how much you accomplished through this short period of time, and you really just feel proud, and it's just a really good time.
We are in Frankfort, Illinois for the annual Fall Festival. Thousands of people come from everywhere to shop, see concerts, and watch the marching band perform. It's the first big major parade we do for this season.
Well, parades, one, are a lot more endurance. You're playing just like 2 songs and a cadence, and it's just a lot of endurance. You just have to push through. But competition-wise, it is mental strength. It is resilience. If you mess something up, you gotta fix yourself and you gotta get it back in place. You have to be to a point exact where you're going, how you're playing with everybody. It is one of the most amazing feelings ever to be out on the field and playing in front of everybody.
First one, I'm always very nervous, but then once you get into it, it's really fun and exciting. You're like, oh my God, there's so many people staring at me. The best part about it, in my opinion, is the end, when you hit the last note and then you drop and you stare up at the box. It's just the best feeling ever.
Walking out on the field, there's just a huge rush of adrenaline, and you just see the crowd, take a deep breath, and then you realize that I've done this 1,000 times. There's nothing to be nervous about. I'm going to try to be the best marcher, best individual that I can be.
That was great. So how do you feel?
I feel amazing right now. That was awesome. I can't wait to do it again next week. The dedication really, it comes from inside, and being a sophomore, I've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. I know what it is. I might not want to come, but I know that all this practice is worth it in the end, and it's an amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for the world.
So new people, we have a tradition. We like to just self-assess by raising our hats based on how well we think we did. So if you will, please, hats. We've probably never been this good this early, and we still got so much to go. It's exciting to be with you right now. I hope you're proud of yourselves. We need to talk briefly about what competition means now. There are 7 people out there that are going to decide how good we are tonight. Quite frankly, I don't really care. What matters is we know whether we did a good enough job and how much better we can do starting Monday when we come back. Believe me, everyone likes to win, but it can't be about that because you're not in control of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, really proud of you though. Excellent work tonight.
Here's twice a day, drums only.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of sometimes I'm up real late on rehearsal nights because I'm doing my homework. I have to practice for all the other music stuff I'm in, and then I have to practice for marching band, and then there's rehearsals right after school. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of your energy, and you just really got to be super devoted and super on top of it all, or else you're gonna fall apart.
I know it's been a long week. I know you've done a lot of great things, a lot of fun things, but right now we have to remember this is business. This is business. This is the big deal, okay? We need to shake out whatever else is bothering you, what other issues, whatever discomfort, whatever tired, whatever, just for a few more minutes. Can we do that? All right. Deep breath.
I decided to participate in this particular marching band because I guess as a freshman I was really timid and shy, so I thought that the marching band would be a good way to branch out and make new friends. It just became such an enjoyable experience that I just stuck with it, and I wanted to give back to the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the next band in competition today, the Lincoln Way Marching Band from New Lenox, Illinois.
Watching my son from the stands is just amazing because I know how far that they've come, and I get chills every time I watch their show. It's really nice to see how the hard work pays off at the end.
Still to this day, every time they perform, I get very nervous and I pretty much cry. And I just can't believe that my child is part of something this great.
The things that I have the most fun doing in my life are things that I'm really good at. So I think trying to get the students to understand that the better you are at something, the more you're going to enjoy it, and trying to get the students to appreciate that feeling is really important, because that's the feeling that makes the long hours worth it. Knowing that you've been a part of something that's just incredible, that no one else in the world could do. For me, that's what's really special.
I mean, it's crazy how much slight change in weather can affect playing and marching and a lot of different things that go into marching band. So it's definitely something I think you have to adjust to, because you learn to adapt to new situations. I think that's something that you're gonna have to deal with, eventually when you get older, so it's good to learn it now.
7. Check. Rifles, do we understand? Yeah. Okay. So we can ease up,
21 to 22.
So learning drill is a very tedious experience. I get sunburned so bad no matter how much sunscreen I put on. But it's really important that we are very meticulous so that when we're on the field, we kind of just go into autopilot and we just do what we know and we just go for it.
14 and 24, playing in place with the hold.
The experience so far, it's been, well, nothing short of awesome. But I use the word awesome too much, maybe. Oh, that's tough. I failed on this one. But exciting. That's a better word, exciting. Preparation for the Rose Bowl, all the hard work we put in goes into those performances. They're strict on being ready for them. So it feels like we're really putting a lot into being ready for it. It's hyping it up for the entire season.
And then low brass, remember you're staying right on top of Nick's hands. It's sounding just a touch behind up here, okay?
Well, it's all about being really in with yourself at practice and being with the section. We all have this unspoken agreement that when we practice, it's practicing for perfection. It's all about that Rose Parade, that St. Louis competition, that we know what's coming, so we're practicing like we're already there.
14 to 24, doing the hold.
The progression of our band is just something to watch that is like, it'll leave you in awe. There's a couple months ago, some people didn't even understand the concept of marching, and now they're here looking like professionals. Everything just makes sense, and everything comes together with all the help that they give us, and we just turn it into something great.
Hey, Barry, why don't you tell me how you think that went?
I don't think it could have been any better. It was a pretty good run. That was the last one. Awesome.
I feel like the band has come such a long way since the beginning. Like, our band is like almost half freshmen, so we were kind of rusty when we started out at band camp. But now I think that we've made an immense amount of improvements. It feels like just yesterday that we were back at band camp trying to learn how to just walk forward instead of learning all this choreography.
The feeling of coming so far is so, it's like this wow moment where sometimes I'll be like really bored at practice, I'll be cranky, and then I just kind of like take a look and I look around my surroundings and I like look at certain people and I'm like, they've grown, and it's like, it sounds so cliche, I'm like, oh, my little babies, but I like look at them and it's just like this kind of like dream moment. It's like this, I call it the movie moment, where you like, there should be that dramatic music playing in the background where you look slowly and you're like, you can just hear how like beautiful we sound and how great we look, and just knowing that we can do more, it's just this movie moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now 7:06. It's 65 degrees here in Frankfurt, and it's time for some Friday Night Lights.
The East Central games are my favorite because like sometimes like both bands will be there trying to outplay each other. Like everyone in the stands is like completely filled and everyone gets so hyped. It's a lot more fun than it is hate.
At the end of the day, we're all friends. We're all Lincoln Way. You know, all these people, the people over here and over there, they're all going to be chanting against each other. The East football team versus the Central football game, they're all going to be bashing into each other. But we're still all friends. We're still all family. We're still all the Lincoln Way.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Martina! Happy birthday to you!
Chris, where are we marching in today? Today, we are in Manhattan at the Manhattan Labor Day Parade, and we are the grand marshals of the parade, and we're super excited to be here.
I think that the preparations for the Rose Bowl with like all the Sox game and all of the events that we've already performed at, I think it's very good for the incoming freshmen who have never done anything like this before, because it gives them a chance to see like what performing in front of an audience is. I'm really excited for the freshmen this year.
It's just really exciting to see how far we've come in the first few weeks of practice and how good we're going to be able to become by the Rose Parade.
Yeah, I really enjoy seeing all the freshmen because they've gone from being really scared and nervous to really coming out of their shells and march really well together. So I'm really excited to see this progress.
It's been really great. I've only been part of the band for about a week, and it's been hard practicing for everything, but it's going to be a great outcome, and I'm excited.
So far, it's getting to see the freshmen and how comfortable they already are with each other. Some of them have gone to school for years, but other of them, they literally just met like 2 weeks ago, and you're like, they seem like they're already friends, and that makes me happy. Because as a group, we try to mix together all these different schools and in the end be one big happy family and all friends.
I really enjoy seeing all the freshmen blossom into who they are by the end of the season, because it's really cool to see everybody come in so nervous and so scared, and then you just see them slowly open up to people more and more that they're here, and they get more confident with what they're doing, and they start hitting their dots and they start getting excited. That's going to be the biggest thing for me, is being able to know that I helped change these people into who they are. So.
Stepping on the White Sox field to play the national anthem for the first time it's really exciting. It was like kind of life-changing, because I was like, wow, I've been a White Sox fan my whole life. This is really cool. So just being on like a big jumbotron and stuff, that was really cool.
Preparations for the Rose Bowl are going really, really well. We've done a lot of fundraisers. The Night Ranger concert, that was really fun, getting to play the national anthem and a couple of our parade tunes. We had a couple of local restaurants and other businesses that came and they sold things, and I think people really had a fun time. The actual concert was really fun, getting to see a band that my parents listened to. So I'm really glad that I went and I stayed for the concert.
And then I know it's like monorail, but I don't know all the words.
Welcome to the Moments 2018 parade.
I think the parents deserve a really big thank you. Like the parents, they get the short end of the stick. They don't get to see us having fun or like our successes as much, and I feel like they deserve to be like a part of that.
I mean, the truth is, our greatest asset by a long shot is the parent support, their willingness to do what we ask when we ask it. It's truly a blessing to have that kind of support. There's no value you can put on that.
Well, I believe they're trying to feed somewhere around 750, 800, somewhere around there. So I believe like 300 burgers and probably just as many hot dogs. Until everybody's fed, we'll just keep throwing them on. So, after you.
Final question, how did you get picked to be one of the grill masters?
I did not. I just kind of, I did not get picked.
They said you'll be there, right?
They said that you will be here standing in front of this grill. And I said, okay. So yeah, everybody pitches in, does their share.
Today we are having our big barbecue for all the parents and the students at the last day of camp. We make sure that the kids have a big meal. We grill hundreds of hot dogs and hamburgers, and parents donate all kinds of food, and they come through the line and eat to their heart's content. So it's a nice night. The parents can give back to the kids.
It means so much to volunteer with the band. Volunteering connects all of us as a community. It connects all of us to what our kids are doing. It connects all of us to each other. And when you volunteer, you kind of realize how much support our marching band actually needs. Volunteering is the foundation of the connections that we have with our kids.
Given the opportunity to be a driver is one of the opportunities that I feel very fortunate to have, where we're responsible to get all that equipment out there for them to perform in a fantastic parade.
Being a parent with a student in marching band is you live, eat, and breathe marching band during the season.
We also have great friendships through the marching band with other parents. So it's very busy, but it's a wonderful experience and opportunity.
I think there's nothing quite like it. I am such a proud band mom. When they take the field, it makes me so proud of every single one of them. I actually feel like all the kids are kind of my kids. So
All this marching band stuff makes me super proud. It's great. You just get overjoyed. It's funny. There was a video last year of when we were in Indianapolis. Bert Johnson, the director, he was on the sidelines, and you just saw him jump up in the air and raise his fists up in the air. That's the experience, that's the feeling you get each time. It's just, you feel like jumping up in the air and you're super proud, super excited.
The Beast made it!
All right, right now we're in the BOA Super Regional in St. Louis. And this is the last competition of the year for us in our competitive season. We're only guaranteed one run, but we all think it's going to be very good. We're all very proud of what we've done here, and we're gonna give it our all. So here we are on a beautiful day, and we're gonna give it our all.
If that was the last thing we were gonna do this year, I could die and be really happy. Because that was an exceptional performance. I don't know what you felt like in there with the dome and all, but everything we've been harping on, for whatever reason, you decided, yeah, we're gonna do that right today. Good for you for maxing it out. You couldn't have done a better job. And later on, we'll figure out what's what. But you should congratulate each other and feel very, very satisfied with an amazing season. Good job, Lincoln Way.
I mean, I do think that competition days, definitely there is a competitive element, but also we've been practicing for so long where it's just another run through. So yes, there's competition, but for now we're just teenagers having fun.
And the winner of the 2018 State of Illinois Invitational High School Marching Band Championship is the Lincoln Way Community High School Marching Band.
We're doing competitive marching band. We're competing against other people. Anytime you go into a competitive setting, you want to win. The reason we stress it's not about winning is because you're not always going to win. So having said that, obviously, being able to go to a competition like the State of Illinois Marching Band Championships and to come out on top, it's a testament to our students and it's a testament to the organization as a whole. But to be able to feel that in that moment at that time is obviously a special moment.
Winning awards, it really it gives you a sense of pride. It's not something we need to do in order to be happy with our product, but it's definitely something that boosts our confidence and makes us want to keep going and gives us that drive and energy to want to go out and perform.
Just remember how good this feels. Don't worry about what the judges say. Doesn't matter. All that matters is how good you feel right now. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Y'all feel good?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some coats on you.
That sounds like a really good idea.
Yes. Just remember this feeling right now. Don't worry what the judges say.
We don't really do it for the placement that we get. We do it for the feeling and all the effort that we put into it. And we root for other bands that are there too. Like if they have a good show, we root for them. We're all a big family, so.
It definitely feels good winning. I can't lie, of course it feels good to win because we put so much work into it. But I feel like the directors definitely have do a good job at keeping us humble, knowing that there is still a lot more for us to work towards and we're never done working. Even though we are successful and we do win stuff, there's never a finish line. There's never this was the best we could do. We could always do better.
Hey, first of all, First place doesn't define you. That's not what defines you. The performance defines you. It was better than first place. You understand that? So look, I don't know how to express this except to say the kind of joy we feel as adults and parents and grown-ups, it's hard to describe to you what you give to us through these experiences. We're so proud of you. We're living vicariously through you. And you're the state champion in Illinois.
Congratulations to the Lincoln Way Marching Band on an incredible competition season. Not only did you help bring school spirit to your buildings, but you came together as one band to bring Lincoln Way spirit to the entire community.
Each president looks for something different. Miss Trini and I looked for entertainment, high stepping, great sound. And when we saw them, we knew we had to have them in our parade. One other little secret too though, but Miss Trini's from Illinois, so I had to have a band from Illinois. I'm gonna be honest, I had to have a band. And we had several other bands that did. I won't say who, but we did have several other bands. But she was born and raised here in Illinois, so I definitely, happy wife, happy life. Sounds great, sounds strong.
It was an honor to have the president of the Rose Bowl at our band. I wasn't expecting him to be so nice and so kind to us, and he said so many nice things about us, and we really appreciated having him.
To know that at the end of the week we were going to be seeing the head of the Tournament of Roses, we were all super excited, so our section started calling him Joe Rose Bowl. So all week we're like, Joe Rose Bowl's coming, Joe Rose Bowl's coming. So then we got to see Joe Rose Bowl. It's just, I can't even describe how just cool it was to see him.
I just want to say congratulations again to Lincoln Way. Welcome to the Tournament of Roses family. I had the opportunity to feel the warmth and the love that you have here, and the dedication and the hard work that you put into your young adults. And I think that's a lot of things that we need in our nation today, is the fact that we got to support our young adults. They're our future leaders. That's where our future leaders are coming from. If they see the support and they see that we're there for them, to always have their back, and they know they can do it, they'll succeed.
Community night tonight is special because these kids are out practicing in all of the different schools. This is an opportunity for the community to come out and see the hard work that they've done and to be prepared to send them on their way for the competitive season and for the Tournament of Roses Parade.
A small, two large is intermediate.
Community night is a way for us to give back for all the support the community has given us throughout the year, and to just basically just say thank you and give the community a chance to come see the kids perform for free.
To be at an event like this means everything. And the reason why is you have to give back to the community as a business owner. Our way of being able to give back and fundraise for them as a partner, and we strongly believe as an organization that Nothing Fun takes to give back to our local communities.
Okay.
Really takes a village to help the band. All us band moms band together, and we're all one big family. So it's just important to give back to the community, and I want my daughters to have, this amazing opportunity. So that's why we volunteer.
I think the community appreciates that we have such a solid presence in the area and the region, and now it will be national, and we couldn't be more proud.
The parade is tomorrow. 2019 is tomorrow. This is New Year's Eve, and I can't believe it. It doesn't even feel real yet. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning, and it'll be the day. The next time I wake up, it'll be January 1st, 2019, and I just can't believe it.
So tomorrow, breakfast starts at 5 a.m. because the Tournament of Roses has actually told us you must be rolling out of the parking lot at this time, or you may not be on TV because you're going to be running late. And then they're going to move all 6 buses to checkpoint number 2. That's where you'll get off the bus in that, like we practiced this morning, in that 5-minute time window and get lined up. Everyone know what your jobs are for that? Once we start moving away from that checkpoint number 2, we're actually in the queue to start the parade, and it's just a normal parade. Just normal parade.
I'm kind of nervous about the parade being tomorrow because it's been something that I've known is coming up, but it's so weird to think like tomorrow morning we're going to get up and we're going to go and we're going to march down the street in Pasadena.
Parade is tomorrow. Those words scare me a little bit, but I don't know. I think the band is feeling ready enough. You know, personally, I'm really excited.
I think all of our hard work, all of our effort that we put towards this trip, I feel like it was totally worth it to just be in this moment right now. The second that we march out there, I know the Lincoln Way Marching Band is going to instantly just be like, all right, here we go, and then just march on and be what we are, and that's our story, that's our legacy.
I think the turn, for the most part, went pretty well. Honestly, for me, it felt kind of underwhelming because halfway through the parade, I was like, where's the turn at? But, I mean, for all the times we've done it and it just looked terrible, it looked pretty good for the time we actually needed it to work.
What about the float catching on fire? You guys are famous for yourselves now, so what was that like?
I thought it was, I really didn't realize that the float had caught on fire until afterwards, because we walked past it and I heard that they really applauded us for being able to maneuver around it easily. It was, in a word, epic.
It was awesome. Like, just being out on that route, marching down seeing all of the people, it was just amazing, really. Just, I'm a senior, so this is all 4 years. This is a culmination of all 4 of my years, which is, I've used this word already, but it's pretty amazing. Like, it's all 4 of my years at the end of this, marching the Rose Bowl parade. Like, how cool is that? Right? It's really cool. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just cool.
We sing the alma mater to bring us together at the end of practice. Like, at the end of the day, we are Lincoln Way, and to remind us where we've come from, where we've been, and where we can keep on going. All the stuff that's happened to us during the day, all the bad stuff, all the homework, all the classes, none of that really matters that much. Like, we're Lincoln Way, and like, we can do it.
Moments like this, moments like your time in the Lincoln Way Marching Band, are unique and special, and will only maybe come once in your life. Live it all the way to the end and enjoy it.
I'd like to tell my daughter that I'm extremely proud of everything that she does, that I know how much work this really takes. I couldn't be more proud of her and the entire Lincoln Way Marching Band.
The biggest thing that I want to say to the band is just how incredibly proud I am of the work they've put in, of what they've accomplished this year. It's been an amazing year.
I would love to tell my son Colin how proud I am of him. And sometimes I wish that I had had that same commitment and dedication to something greater than myself when I was his age.
One of the things I always ended our warm-ups at competitions with was "We love you." It's been a special year. Seniors especially, thank you for 4 years of dedication. And everyone else, I can't wait to see what the future holds.
What would I say to my daughter? Just that I am so proud of her perseverance and her commitment. There's never been a day where we have not been just so happy and proud of her as our daughter.
I hope the students had the time of their lives. I hope they felt like the quality of the production and the parade couldn't have been better. I hope that they view the experience as something that they can build on going forward. And I hope they're proud of themselves. This is probably about as good as it could possibly be. So I hope it was worth it for them. It certainly has been for us.
1, 2, 3. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mighty mama, take me home, country road.
Even though we've done a lot of cool things, I hope I take away that I've made some of my best friends from this group. So I'm going to take away the people, not necessarily the events.
It's almost surreal, really, because during the school year even, or any time the marching band isn't going on, everyone's sad. When you're at marching band, you get to see all your friends, you get to see your section. It's truly special.
The entire band is just like one big family. The bond you share with everyone in this is like no other.
I'll remember being with my friends the entire time and just being so happy to be around them. Also Disney. I'll always remember Disney.
Someone should join band just for the experience out of it. It's such a memorable moment in high school or just in life. You learn so many things about independence and who you are. It's a whole life experience that I feel like it benefits you more than anything else that you could really do in high school.
I think I'll remember the friendships and the different competitions we've gone to, just the feeling that you get of walking on the field and performing. It just makes you feel like everything you put into it is really worth it.
Just to think of a little kid watching us march down those 5 miles and just saying, oh wow, I would love to join marching band because they look so cool. To inspire other people, to make our families proud, to represent the LWMB in a good light. And that's something amazing. That's something I really look forward to.
There's just like a lot gone down in these past couple months. I wouldn't trade any of it for the world. I love this activity so much. There's so much that goes on, so many connections that we make, such a family that we have here. Just makes me want to be here. Everything about it just makes me want to come to this activity.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, do it for Brew!
Mom, I made it!
I am so excited. All day we have been like yelling like it's a show day because there's nothing better than saying it's a show day because these days only come like once in a lifetime, once every so often. So this very exciting.
Oh, really? You're gonna make me cry? Did Chris tell you to make me cry? Oh my gosh.
and clinky, this day we walk together.
So this is my town, Manhattan, Illinois, has one street light. Hope you all remember that. This is the Labor Day Parade. Welcome.
7 months of hard work led up to today. How did it feel to finally be part of it?
Insane.
Marching in the parade was different because you got all the people in big stands, and it just like kept me going through the parade just to see them cheering and clapping and yelling at us to have fun and smile. One guy yelled, "Why are you so serious? Smile!" And that put a smile on my face.
A cameraman almost ran into me in the middle of the parade, but it was still really enjoyable for me, and I eventually got to watch the film, and it was actually really good.
The screaming was huge. Like I couldn't it was like a football stadium like screaming. Like I couldn't even take it. Like it was like the best moment of my life. Something I'll never ever forget.
Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, all these twists and turns of fate.
All the things that make us laugh and cry.
How does it feel to be playing the national anthem at the White Sox game?
It's an amazing feeling, especially that I'm a freshman, so.
To do what?
To play the national anthem for the
So do it
Sox.
one more time.
Oh God.
So you want me to say that like very windy thing again? And then talk about like how we're not using our props? Yeah, exactly.
One thing. Oh,
I'm going to be a junior, and I am part of the tenor line on the battery.
Yeah, hold on.
Hi, boys. What's up, boys?
Because everyone gives part of themselves to perform together, and it really brings everyone closer together.
Can they stop hitting the...
Doing that one set that's so loud.
Experienced that for the first time on this trip, and none of that would have.
You're bringing it into the shot. Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, your arms must be hurting.
No, if we go straight up there, and then we turn at gate 4, it's fine. I'm used to this now. He has me eating a churro. What's worse than that?
All the time and hard work.
About 20 seconds.
And
Get
dealing.
some warm air going.
Such as the Bobby Orr jersey. We've got some Cub tickets. Pretty good.
Wait. You said Bobby Orr.
Bobby Hull.
Yeah, let's try that again. It was a Bobby Orr, but you said Bobby
Yeah,
Hull.
I'm not from here.
Okay, let's do it one more time. Okay, do it again.
I'll remember lots of things, but
Hold on.
yeah.
You're almost done.
I've been holding it for 2 hours.
I know, it's tiring. Think about what they do.
I know.
Hang on towards
My hip hurts.
Today we're at BOA in St. Louis, and we brought Don with us. He's the drumline mascot, and he brings us good luck at shows.
If there's a random float whose brakes went out that's going down the road behind us, we won't be saying, we'll just say, okay, move to the left, guys. Move to the left.
when that like float like broke down in front of us, I thought like it's over.
Kind of like caught me off guard, but I got into business mode, and I pushed through it.
The first thing I did, first thing I had was I smelled the float. I was like, what is that? But it was pretty smooth actually from our point of view. Everyone in this grandstand started clapping, freaking out. They're like, oh, they're marching next to that float. It was so smooth. But honestly, on street level, it wasn't that bad. Yeah.
There was 1 mile left, and we started going uphill, and at that point I was like, oh Lord. I remember the directors came over, especially Mrazek was saying how like, oh, you're almost there, you can do it, and that was the longest part for me, but we made it, so.
Never on this world, but that was when I ruled the world.
I feel absolutely amazing, knowing how much hard work we put into the 7 months that we've practiced with everyone in the band, and how amazing we did in the parade and in BandFest.
I feel good. It wasn't that bad as it seemed.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard, but it wasn't as hard as I expected.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we put in all the effort and the work to make it happen in the end.
Yeah.
I feel very proud of the entire group that we got it done. And it took a lot of hard work to get here, and now we can enjoy our success, and we're going to remember this forever. Feel very accomplished, and we all should feel very grateful that we got this opportunity.
All of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be
This cost $80. It's pretty accurate for the most part. The one thing I hate is that I didn't shave today. So she put. Yep. So she put like stubble on there, but I don't look like this all the time.
Okay, so who do we got here tonight?
Beauregard. I got it really to short. Bo for short.
Say more than that. Like, this is our new mascot. All right, so who do we got with us tonight?
This is the new LWMB mascot, Beauregard. He's going to be attending all the events.
How old is he?
He is 8 weeks old.
So can you tell me where we're at today?
We're in Frankfort, Illinois for the annual Fall Festival in Frankfort.
A little more enthusiasm. And you were in the back, so what was your role?
I thought that I was like.
Great job.
Thank you.
Last year, again, our drop count was around 360, and this year, as of right now,
Hi, Grant.
we are at 574. Hi, Mr. Barnish.
574 what?
Drops.
Drops of what?
Mouthpieces.
Oh, all
and bits.
right. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Last competitive full run.
Wait. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
Last competitive full run. We got this.
So, what would you like to say to the band today that they're not going to hear till 6 months from now?
Go ahead, answer.
I'm very proud of you guys. We've had a great June, and man, I'm excited to go to California and be a part of it.